4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
So the refs got the call, right? The NFL, Goodell, whoever made the call. The linesman got it before the game. We need the Eagles plus the points. Vegas gave us a call. They need the Eagles plus the points, and the NFL, we need the Eagles to win. So we got to make sure the Giants lose, and whoever no problem, we got you. What's the commission? Yeah, okay, all right, that's a good one. Okay, that's good. I put that extra money in my paycheck. Okay, yep, that's good. All right, I'll let the other guys know that too. Okay, yeah, Giants won't stand a chance today. We got you. All right, bye. They called down to the refs room. He picked up the phone. It wasn't Commissioner Gordon talking to Batman. It was Roger Goodell calling the ref. Yeah, we need an Eagles win today. Cowboys suck. Commanders suck. Giants suck. We need somebody. We need somebody to represent the NFC East. We can't have the Eagles because they're not that good. They're not that good. But we can't have the Super Bowl. We wrote the story out. This is the script. The Eagles got to be in there. We got to make sure the Eagles get to that playoffs. Can't have them losing to the Giants. So then the refs made sure that happened. I mean, just absolutely. I mean. I don't know what, like the one with Kayvon, where he jumps off sides. I don't know what the refs looking at. I mean, it's very apparent. Kayvon jumped offside. I mean, obviously, but I don't know. He didn't see the tackle. No, I mean, they the refs, they all get graded after the games and all that stuff and everything. So you never hear what they get graded and if they get reprimanded or whatever, you never hear anything like that. But everything, it all gets reviewed, and the tush push. I mean, the one thing that really pisses me off about that is that when they call the tush push, they have a yard and a half or whatever to go. They'll do the tush push, and Jalen Hurts is there, and he's fighting. And the refs, nope, he didn't get the first down yet. They just let him keep going and pushing and going. Nope, didn't get a first down yet. Then go. And he's got the first down. All right, we're gonna blow. I mean, there's been a lot of times when they've done the tush push where the guy's forward progress has been stopped. He's been stopped, and they let it keep going. Right. And they just let it keep. He's fighting. He's going. He's fighting. He may not go. His forward progress ain't going, but he's still working. And they let it go. I mean, I've seen the tush push go on for quite a few seconds, and he stopped. And they keep going and then they blow. Right, this time, right? He's fighting. He reaches out. I mean, I don't know what he's reaching out for. I mean, it's not like he's trying to break the goal line, but if you break the goal line, it's a touchdown. The play's over, right? Well, you reach the ball. It's fair game. It's not like he reaches over the goal line, and then you can knock the ball out, but it's still a touchdown. No, you reach it's fair game. I mean, he's moving, he's pushing the ball forward, and Kayvon comes in and rips the ball out. Oh, what do you mean it's not called the play dead? I mean, it's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. The guys. Half the team jumps off sides, and then that was okay. Yeah, no, that's okay with first down, Eagles. Yeah, no, I don't see nobody going. I mean, guys jump off side. The guy who ripped the ball out of the quarterback's. Oh no, we're blowing that dead. We got the call from Roger Goodell. We can't make the Giants win. The Eagles ball, first down. Are you fucking kidding me? It's just unbelievable. I really hope they do away with that play. If they can't officiate it, right, you can't have it. Sorry. As I said, the Eagles, if he ain't cheating, he ain't trying. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Then the one with Darius Slayton. Now, we were down 842-0. So would it really made that much of a difference? No. But, I mean, he had his arm on him. Maybe he did push him a little, but if you run, I mean, he's arm barring him. He can't get his arm up. And then he's got a hold of his T-shirt. Now, the thing is stretched about 35 yards, pulling him back. I don't see nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? And then, but he sees Darius extend his arm. And he didn't see the T-shirt being pulled about a yard. You can't call on Darius and not call on the other guy. You've got to be fucking kidding me. It's supposed to be that real good guy, Mitchell, I think it was. Oh, these guys like glue. The guy's really good. Well, I guess I'd be pretty good too if I could hold on to your jersey so you don't go anywhere. Let me grab hold of your jersey. Okay, I got some good, strong hands. Okay, hold on, and we'll call the play. All right, you start running. Man, look at me. Look at me. Oh, I'm all over this guy. I got him. Man, I'm like white on rice, baby. I'm good. I'm a great cornerback. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I guess if you hold on to his jersey, I guess so. You got to be fucking kidding me. So you can't call that on Darius without calling it, if it would be, offsetting penalties. But I've heard some other guys calling, stuff like that happens on every play. So you let it go, or you don't call nothing. Well, you one of three things. You let it go. I'm sorry, one of two things, right? You let it go because they're, fighting. Right? You got the arm bar there, right? Hold him down so he can't, right? I'm supposed to be doing that. He's pulling on his jersey. I'm supposed to be doing that, but he catches the slate. So either let it go or it's offsetting penalties. But it's unbelievable. Everything that could have happened, where the Giants could have possibly scored, points got taken away. It's just too much. And the thing for me is I can't stand the Eagles. I just absolutely can't stand the Eagles. It just makes it even worse. So this article here. NFL fans want Eagles versus Giants ref fired immediately. Sunday. This is from Athlon Sports. Truly laughable call in Philadelphia. Let me share my screen. I got this article here. Share the screen. What did I say here? There we go. All right. Okay. Let's make it a little bit bigger here so I can even read it. Well, let's hope this is true. I mean, this is just, yeah. And the thing is, it's like, when was the last time, there were like 825 egregious calls against the other team, where the Giants benefited from like 900 calls going against the other team. And not so much just flags, like somebody holding, and they're holding onto the guy. Well, that's a hold. But I mean, these calls that should have gone either the other way or it shouldn't have been called. When was the last time that happened? So the Eagles are tied with the Giants 7-7 early in the second quarter. We had a tush push on 4th and 1. Eagles quarterback appeared to get the first down, but upon making contact with the Giants defender, he fumbled the ball. Well, it looks like Kayvon ripped the ball out of his hands. But, of course, the Eagles locked out. The referees had already called Hurts' progress stop. The fumble happened, but according to the refs, it happened after the whistle had already been blown, which is bull. Video of the play has immediately gone viral on social media as fans are calling for the officiating crew to be fired. Even Fox's Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady were quick to react to the ridiculous call, admitting that the referees blew the whistle way too early. It should have been Giants football. Yep. I mean, you literally can't do anything. Should be the Giants ball, one fan wrote. I mean, I'm not going to say it because it just makes me throw up. Fans want refs fired immediately. Those refs are awful. Fire them all and restart. The problem with the tush push. This is the latest example of why the tush push is such an impossible play for the referees to officiate. It's why longtime NFL rules expert Dean Blandino announced that he was done with the play. I am done with the tush push, guys. It's a hard play to officiate, he said live on NFL on Fox broadcast earlier this year. Now, it's a shame. NFL teams had a chance of banning the play in the offseason, but 10 of the teams, including the Eagles, voted to keep it in. So all these teams voted to keep the tush push in there. Hopefully one or two of these teams changed their mind. But you'll notice, I don't know. Giants owed an apology after a lopsided officiating week 8. In total, the Giants were penalized only 7 times, though, for 54 yards, but those numbers fail to detail exactly how one-sided and erroneous the calls were. It also doesn't touch on some of the blatant miss made by the referees in Week 8. I'm not going to comment on what I think on the officials. Head coach Brian Dable said after the game, they call it, and we got to play it. Because he can't say anything, he's going to get fined. You say anything negative about the officials, you get fined. So. Although Dable was subdued in defeat, he was quite a bit more animated on the sideline. He was just. The anger was justified, not just because of the one call, but because of many leading up to that moment. Here's the look and the breakdown of Sunday's officiating, which is likely to result in apology letters from the NFL. The Eagles ran 4 consecutive tush push plays in week 6. It was just. On the third tush push snap, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, this was, I guess, a couple weeks ago, right? Jalen Hurts was permitted to extend the ball over the goal line for a touchdown. That may have seemed irrelevant at the time, but it came into play on Sunday. Fast forward to week 8, and apparently the tush push rules had once again changed. This time on a 4th and 1 early in the second quarter, Hurts was no longer permitted to extend the ball because unlike the touchdown in week 6, this one ended in a fumble which was recovered by the Giants. One guy wrote, Shane Brennan, I don't know who he is. Generally, I defend the tush push and Philly's right to run it. But if it's not being officiated correctly, and there's a problem with it every week, then how can you expect the rest of the league to allow it? This is a fumble all day. Yep. So you take, as I'm saying, it's as we've seen with the Giants, it doesn't matter necessarily who was the better team, who gained more yards and all that stuff. It's who at the end of the game who has more points on the scoreboard. So you can outgain your opponent, all that stuff and everything, and you may not win the game, right? That tush push, you give the Giants the ball, that you're taking 7 points off the Eagles. Now they, instead of 38, they only have 31 points. That BS call against Darius Slayton. Well, if you let the two guys play like they were, arm bar, pulling a jersey, extends his arm and all that. You just let him play. That's a touchdown. Now it's 31-27. A little bit different. 31-27. Right? Kayvon stripped Hurts of the ball at 12:55 on the clock. The officials blew their whistles as the clock went from 12:53 to 12:52. That's 2.5 seconds of active play. Not only Hurts was actively moving forward and then stripped of the ball by Kayvon, but the whistle had not blown yet. When the forward progress, that's when you blow the whistle. That's notable because after the Giants protested and challenged failed, the next offensive play was run at 12:23 in the game clock. Officials allowed the clock to continue running and never added those 2 seconds back to the following timeout. Additionally, when the play did resume, officials spotted the ball at the Giants' 9.5-yard line to the inch. That's exactly where Kayvon stripped the ball from Hurts. If the ruling was that Hurts' forward progress had stopped, it should have resulted in a measurement at the 10-yard line, not the 9.5. Call forward progress sounds like some bull to me, Kayvon said after the game. Instead of a turnover, the Eagles were gifted a first down and punched it into the end zone 2 plays later. Bad call result. Eagles gave the Eagles plus 1 yard and gave him 7 points. Tibbs was victimized. With under 30 seconds remaining in the first half, the Eagles lined up for a 2nd and 7 from the Giants' 11-yard line. Whistles blew the play dead. Pre-snap, and Kayvon was called for a neutral zone infraction. At the moment of the whistles, Giants defenders quickly pointed to the Eagles' left tackle, Jordan Mailata, which the dude moved. He flinched. That's a penalty on the Eagles, suggesting he was guilty. He was guilty. And while 5 yards was walked off in Philly's favor, replay once again told the story. Another wrong call by the refs. Another touchdown for the Eagles. It's hard to explain how fun it is to be a Giants fan. Yep. Very clearly, it was a false start and a 10-yard swing in favor of the Eagles from -5 to +5. On the very next play, the Eagles scored a touchdown and took a 21-10 lead at halftime. Bad call result. Eagles plus 10 net yards. Now, it doesn't, instead of giving them 5 more, you add 5. Maybe they kick a field goal there, right? So now you see what happens if the Tush Push play, okay? You take the Tush Push play away, you take 7 points away from. Now they only have 31 points. On this penalty against, let me share my screen here. Which one is this here? I'm going to share my screen on this one here. Share screen. Right. Okay. So this one with the Kayvon, right? Right. Jordan Mailata right here. He flinches. Right? Yeah, he moves. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. But they see Kayvon jumping. Are you kidding me? So instead of moving them back 5 yards, you're giving them 5 yards, and then they score a touchdown. Well, maybe if you move them back 5 yards, just maybe the Giants hold, maybe, right? And maybe they kick 3 points. So instead of scoring a touchdown, they get 3 points. So you take another 4 points off. So maybe on this one blown call right here, you take 4 points off. Maybe. The Eagles still might have scored a touchdown. Don't get me wrong, but just maybe they hold. Right? So you take another 4 points off the Eagles. So you take that Tush Push touchdown off. That's 7 points. You take maybe another 4 points off on this drive. That's 11 points. You take, that's the 38. You take 11 points off. Now the Eagles have 27 points. Giants end up with 20. Right? They on the Darius Slayton touchdown pass. Maybe you give the Giants another 7. Maybe it's 27. The Giants were totally outplayed on. But what winds up on the scoreboard, right? So they possibly gave the Eagles an extra 4 points right there because of that BS call. I mean, it's what these refs are looking at. Corey Black, defensive pass interference, but 9:26 remaining in the third quarter, and the Eagles facing a 3rd and 11. Quarterback Jalen Hurts threw an incomplete pass to Darius Cooper. Instead of punting, Philly was given renewed life when officials called rookie Corey Black for defensive pass interference. Called defensive pass.
One on Cooper. It's just one of these stop routes, run down field. Cooper's trying to push him by. And the ref just,
I could see that one. I can't see any Eagles, but I can see that one being called. But that just goes to show you what kind of luck the Giants have. That's our 37th string cornerback in there, right? So, all right. Refs take this 68-yard Jackson dart to Darius Slayton TD off the board. Now it's 31-13, but as I said, earlier on, this could be actually 20 points right here. If you take the Tush Push penalty away, the Tush Push touchdown away, now they have 24 points. Then with that Kayvon Thibodeau, right, that blown call, Mailata jumps offside, you move the Eagles back 5 yards. Maybe they kick a field goal there instead of scoring a touchdown. You take another 4 points off. So you go from 31 down to 24. You take another 4 points off. They're down to 20 points. So maybe right now, just maybe, it's 20-13. And action. Oh, let's see. Is he going to play? Here we go. All right. Drops back to pass. Nice protection. All right. And there's a flag on the play. Could be 20-20 right now. So they don't show you. They don't show you all the. They don't show you that. Did they show it here? Yeah. So here, is this it right here? Let's see. See, I don't know if they're going to show it. No, it's not going to show it. Yep. Flag on the play. Nope. They're not showing it. So, but let's see here. Hold on. Where are we at here? Up. Okay, here we go. The two players were hand fighting, and Cooper appeared to throw Black up the field on the replay. It could be argued that Black grabbed Cooper's jersey and was being thrown at blah, 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 blah. Instead of punter attempting a near 6-yard field, which Jake Elliott missed earlier in the game, the Eagles were gifted a free first down. They ended up connecting on a much easier 40-yard field goal to end the drive. Let's see. Darius Slayton, okay. So possibly the bad call result gave the Eagles 14 yards, and it gave them 3 points. The Darius, right? Slayton. This was hand fighting happening on this play. An alternate angle of the play shows Quinyon Mitchell clearly holding Slayton's wrist during the Giants receiver's struggle to break free. Well, he ran past him. Well, you can't run past him if the guy's holding either he's pulling on his jersey and he's holding on to his hand. You can't run past the guy, right? So you have hand fighting by both players. The Eagle player never lets go of Slayton's wrist. How is this a penalty against the Giants? The NFL must step in and discipline these refs. This is just insane. They're making a mockery of the game. It's ridiculous. If the Black play was DPI, then this too should have been DPI. It would have been declined, and the Giants would have been awarded a touchdown. And if this weren't DPI, then perhaps Slayton's jersey shirt when he broke away should have been. Yeah, I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, no wonder why the guy can't get away. The guy's holding on to his wrist. He's holding on to his. I mean, you fucking kidding me? It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Instead, the Giants punted the ball the other way. Bad call result. Giants minus 78 net yards. Instead of a 68-yard touchdown pass, they got moved back 10 yards. And they lost 7 points. Oh, then this too. The Phantom Wan'Dale Robinson block. Another play in the second quarter is worth reviewing. With the Giants facing the 2nd and 7 from near midfield, running back Tyron Tracy carried the ball off left guard for 6 yards, setting up a manageable 3rd and 1. Instead, officials again blew their whistles and penalized wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson for a legal block in the back. And now this BS block in the back by Wan'Dale on the defender already going down for the tackle. Refs are full of blank today from Alex Wilson. So let's yeah. Well, yeah. But he did hit him in the back. Honestly, that one, he hit him in the back. He hit him. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because this is down past the line of scrimmage. This is, you can't be. Somebody needs to Wan'Dale. Why did you hit him in the back? To be fair on that one, if I'm yelling at the refs about the Eagle stuff, I got to be fair about this one. He did hit him in the back, and he was going down for the tackle. Yes, he was, but in fast motion, the guy's going this way, and Wan'Dale's on his back. Not on, but there's contact there, and he's going this way, and he's knocking him that way. So I can see where the refs would have called that. Somebody needs to talk to Wan'Dale Robinson. It's like, dude, why you hit and in the back? It's like not even close. It's all you. Why you hit him in the back? Oh. So. Instead of 3rd and 1, the Giants were penalized 10 yards, resulting in a net loss of 16 yards. They eventually punted the ball away. Well, Wan'Dale should have been better at that, definitely. Final tally, there were other big missed calls throughout the game, but these had the greatest impact. In total, the Eagles were gifted 25 net yards and plus 10 points, while the Giants were crippled by minus 84 net yards and minus 7 points. So that's a 17-point swing. Right? 17-point swing right there. Had the calls on the field been correct throughout the game, the Slayton touchdown would have pulled the score to 21-19 Eagles with a 2-point attempt likely with 9:46 remaining in the game. But that is not how the cookie crumbled, and the Giants have every right to be furious about that. Yep. I totally agree. Totally agree. I mean, it just...